So in this video, we are having booleans, which is another data type that we are having. Clear? So now let's create a boolean, right? So boolean will be defined as BOOL. This is how you can define a boolean. Clear? So I am creating a variable named as uh, n, and in this case, I am initializing the name of boolean with true or false, because we know that booleans is used when we are having true or false condition, right? If the person has done something or not, right? If he has passed or not, right? So in these kind of situation we are using booleans if something is either true or false. Clear? So otherwise, if you want to go for, let's suppose a person is passed or not, you can use a boolean for that. If you want to know how many marks that particular person has scored, for that purpose you can use floats like 98.7% or 98.3%. So to store these kind of value you can use floats. Clear? To store the ranks, how what is the rank of the student, like if he is at the first position, second position, for that kind of scenario you can use integers, right? But those are because those are the integer values. To store what is the name of the student, you can use strings. So this is a basic use case where you can use all the data types. Clear? So I'm defining n is equals to 2, and if I'm printing, let's suppose n, as well as printing the type of n and running it. So let's see what we will get. Just click on run, and here you can see we are getting true, and the class of this is boolean, means this variable is of type boolean. If you are writing t with a small, true with a small t, and execute it, you will get an error because true is something that is not defined. Clear? So what we can do, you can use this particular true as a variable. Clear? Because if you are using, let's suppose, what you can do, you can write true, right? This true named variable you can use, and here you can pass capital TORE, because this is an inbuilt function. This is something that computer knows what this is, right? This is inbuilt, means predefined in the compiler as well, where you are writing the code. But this true is something that is not defined, because Python is case sensitive, and true with a capital T and true with a small t are having a totally different meaning for the compiler, right? So instead of this, you can write true here, and here you can write true as well, and you can see the value at the true is with a capital T, right? And the type is of a boolean. Similarly, what you can have, you can also have something called as false as well, right? Because in boolean we are having either one of the two values, either it is true or it is false. And now if you are executing this as well, here you can see this is also type of boolean. Rest of the values are not booleans, either it is a true or it is a false. Clear? Now what we can do, you can check that, okay, just print true, and let's print false, right? So here you can see one is true, second is false. Now let's perform different operations on it. Okay, like if you're writing true here and comma false here, you will get true comma false. But we are having different operations like comparison operation, right? Means where we are comparing from the left hand side to the right hand side. If I'm using this operator, thus what this operator will do, this will assign the value from right to left, right? But if I'm using double equals to, what this double equals to will do, it will compare that if the value is at the left hand side is equals to the right hand side or not. Clear? And now if we are executing it, here you can see I'm having a false, because the value at left hand side and the value at right hand side are totally different values. What if I am writing true and executing it? If both the values are true, you are getting a true. If both the values are false, what we will get? we will get true. Means here I am having false, here I am having false. Means both the values are equal. If this condition satisfy, I would call it as a true. If the condition does not satisfy, I will call it as a false. Left hand side equals to right hand side, that is true. Because left hand side is also false, right hand side is also false. Both the conditions are true, that means my answer is true. Clear? Similarly, if that is true and false, or just false and true, what you will get? You will get a false, because the value at the left hand side and value at the right hand side are totally different. Now you can also do a totally inverse of it. You can write a negation operation here, not operator. What this will do, it will check if the value at the left hand side and the value at the right hand side are not equal or not equal or equal, right? So that means here you can see at the left side we are having false, at the right side we are having false, and this will return you true only if both the conditions are equal. Clear? But this will return you true if both the conditions are not equal. So whatever value this will give you, this will give exactly opposite to it. If this is giving you a true, this will give you false. Let's check as well. So here you can see this line is giving you false, because left hand side is false, right hand side is true. And here we are checking if both the values are equal or not. If they are equal, I return true, otherwise I will return false. In this case, that is false. But if we are talking about this, so it is checking if the values are equal, it will return false. If the values are not equal, it will return true. And that is true in this case. But if I'm writing true here as well and true here as well, here as well we are getting the reverse of it. True is equals to true, that is true, because left hand side is equal to right hand side. But true not equal to true means left hand side not equal to right hand side, that is totally false, because left hand side is equal to right hand side. So in this particular situation we are having a false. Clear? Just play with these numbers. Here we are having equality operator where we are checking if both the values are equal or not, and here we are checking if the both the values are not equal or not equal or equal, right? So the value that we'll get from this, you will get exactly the reverse value in this. And that's pretty much it about the booleans. What are the different operations I can perform on a boolean, right? You can also try like false plus true, what you will get if you are writing false plus true. If it works or not, you can also work on that. False plus true will give you 1. Okay, what about false plus false? So false plus false should give you a 0. Okay, that is what that makes sense as well. And what will be returned by true plus false? True plus false should give you the same value of 1. Yes. And what about true plus true? Plus true. It will return me 2. Yes. So now you tell me, if we are talking about just these two, so okay, let me just print some lines to make the separation. And now you tell me if this is the condition, true plus false is giving you 1, false plus true is giving you 1, false plus false is giving you 0, and true is giving you value 2, then you are going to tell me what is the value of false and true in these particular operations if I am performing arithmetic add operation on both of them. Okay? So that is something that you are going to do by own. Just give me the answer for that. And yes, that's pretty much it about the booleans. Clear? And I'll see you in the next lecture then. Take care. Bye.